All right. We have August the 1st, 1961, right before 6:13 a.m. And we are coming from Newport News, Virginia, United States. And your sun is in Cancer. Another one that probably thought you were a Leo your whole life and you're a Cancer. But Uranus, another planet of transformation, where Pluto is transformation of the inner mind, the soul, the subconscious, things unseen. Uranus is transformation of things seen, technology, the Industrial Revolution, its advancements in the material world, and yours is in Uranus. So that's good. Let's take a look at Mercury here. Let me see, I'll have to zoom in on it and pick a star close by. Okay, that one's just out in the middle of nowhere. What about you? Okay, Mercury is in Gemini. I click on this star, which is past, and up here in the left-hand corner you'll see it's Gemini 85. So you have Mercury, your planet of communication, rules Virgo, is in the masculine side, under Pollux of Gemini. Okay, so your communications might come off. I don't know if you're male or you speak as a man. You think with that you speak that side vocally. You have a masculine tendency to you where Mercury is concerned. Mars, another one we're going to have to pick a star and decide what. Okay, Mars is in Leo, so your action is there as well. Uranus in the first decan, Mars in the third decan of Leo, where you probably thought your sun sign was. So in all actuality, you probably liked or have a lot of attributes where your actions are concerned and where outer transformation is concerned, that would mimic actually attributes of the sun in Leo. So you probably feel both of those signs. Yeah, but you need to check out Cancer. Let's stay in order here. Let me go back to Venus, since we got Mercury and Mars. How did I miss Venus in that loop? Okay, this is an interesting one because Orion is the lower house of Taurus anyway. So I can say your Venus is in Orion or in Taurus. We'll take a closer look. But the significance to this is Venus rules Taurus, which is fixed earth. She's also your heart, a feminine aspect, but she's over the sun pillar in Orion. You will find this on every Freemason's tracing board. They'll have a group of stars that generally show Orion's belt and the sun on this side and the moon on this side. So this one's probably going to say Orion right here. And if they can do that with Ophiuchus, I might have to move her, because it's not wanting to grab that star. Let me zoom in a little further and it'll separate them. There we go. Give me this star. Yeah, it's calling that Orion. And you know, the sun and moon and planets are now passing through Ophiuchus and they're taking part of that sign. That's not fair. Let's see if we can zoom in closer and maybe get a better read, because that is a little to the left. Come on, don't take it from me. Give me that star back. This is going to be a hard read. It's definitely on the cusp, but because Orion is not actually in the zodiac, they're going to put this at Taurus. How about you? Nothing. How about you? She's going to have the advantage there anyway. I'm going to have to say Taurus, because it's not going to let me choose anything. And Orion is not actually in the zodiac, right? I figured if they were going to add a 13th sign, it would have been this one here. So you're definitely not in Gemini. And that's Taurus. And what are you? Yeah, they're going to pull Taurus all the way over to here, more than likely. Zoom out for me. This thing is lagging on me. Let's pick this one. Yep, it's definitely Taurus. So, fixed Earth, Venus. Yeah, you see things a certain way where your heart's concerned, and nobody's going to change that. If your sun was over here, I would say you're bullheaded, but you are bull-hearted with aspects of the sun pillar. Okay, and this is her house. It's fixed Earth. So this is a very strong trait in you. Nobody's going to tell you about your heart, right? You know. And whatever it is, it is. It ain't going to change. It's fixed. Let's go to Jupiter. Jupiter in the mouth of the goat, and Saturn in Sagittarius. So you have Jupiter in a cardinal sign, cardinal Earth, and Saturn is in Sagittarius, the fire sign. Again, you were one of those who were born right before a Saturn-Jupiter conjunction, okay, or right after Jupiter moves past. So right before you were born, Saturn and Jupiter conjunct in a fire sign of Sagittarius. Okay, and this is what we're really talking about, but yours, Jupiter, is already in the mouth of the goat, under the two lucky stars of the slaughter, and this one's benevolent. So Saturn being out of its own house and Jupiter moving in is going to curtail some of this cardinal Earth for you, right? If Saturn was over here and Jupiter was over here, you'd probably have a really hard time with this. But because they're opposite, and Jupiter is kind of moves on. He moves faster than Saturn. So it's going to take Saturn a while to catch up here. As a matter of fact, I'm born under this sign in 1964. So it'll take another 3 years for Saturn to make this much of a move. Oh, while Jupiter just keeps doing its thing. Let's go to, since we have Saturn and Jupiter here, we can go straight to Neptune. Neptune in Virgo. Okay, Neptune rules water. She's miry clay. She's mutable earth. So when you add water to this, it's going to get muddy, right? It's going to get a little, you've already got miry clay. But when you add water to it, it makes you much more pliable. So other than your heart being set right here over in Taurus, which is another earth sign, Neptune's going to give some balance here to help this transformation you're going to have to go through. It's going to help the clay be easier to work with, right? Flesh, outer. Of course, with women, it's inner because we have wombs. Let's move. Okay, we got Uranus, didn't we? I know we did. I've done so many of these, but I'd rather check because it should be in, yeah, Leo. So now we can just jump right back into Pluto. You're not going to mark it for me? hate that this thing's lagging. I'll be glad when I get some equipment upgraded. Where are you showing me? You didn't show me. Everything's there. Try again. Y'all should be learning how to use this thing just sitting here watching me do it. No. It's aggravating me now. Hold on, let me pause for you. Okay, I had to restart that whole program. So, Pluto for you is in Leo. You get lucky. You actually do. But, yes and no. Because this is your subconscious mind. This is things unseen. This is, you have a difference between instinct, which is fleshly DNA reaction, but then you have intuition, which is an unseen thing. You just know that you know, you just know, and it works on symbols, dreams. Pluto is the ferryman. Pluto, this is also a planet of transformation. So you have two planets of transformations. Transformation of the physical, transformation of the spiritual. Okay? Seen, unseen. And they're both in Leo with Mars. So even though you're not part of the Pluto generation, I'm still seeing the effects of it that are coming up for you in your chart. And then your life here, being as you are a sun rising day baby, these came up over the ecliptic before you did. So, and in Leo, the sign of the sun, and your planet of action there. So, a lot of change in your life with Leo power behind it. So either you did your homework or this is a bit of a rough ride. Not as bad as the Virgo. If this was in Virgo, it would be a lot worse for you. But because it's in Leo, because you have the transformation outwardly and inwardly, right? You deal with your shadow work on the inside. You deal with your surroundings in your life. With Leo, you should be able to take control of that. And with Mars backing Leo, then he came through here first. He just swooped over all of this. Then, yeah, you can do this yourself. You can do this yourself. Where did we say Saturn was in this chart? I got lost. I had to relaunch this whole program. Let me look again at Saturn and then your moon real quick. Okay, I remember Saturn is in Sagittarius. What did you just do? I don't understand this. Let's go here. I've just crawled into the sun, I do believe. Well, it took me, it says Saturn, but it's taken me to the moon. Let me pause this one more time. Okay, yeah, we do have Saturn in Sagittarius, which is a humanitarian sign. It's going to help out a little bit being there as well. But let's jump over to the moon. I am having trouble making this video. I hate the distraction. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Moon's sitting over here in Pisces all by itself. You have, well, actually that one's hard for me to tell whether it's waxing or waning. But being as you were born in the morning, you're not having to deal with this moon, but this is your conscious mind. Juno is over here with you. So this is your conscious mind, your personality, what goes on with you. And Juno being over here in Pisces as well, that's money. That's the asteroid of money that NASA just sent a probe named after to Jupiter. All right, I hope that helped. Sorry for all the interruptions.